A man presses a red mole on his cheek, and in the next second, a pile of gold coins appears in front of him. What on earth is happening? That morning, George got up to wash his face, but as he looked in the mirror, he was shocked to find a red mole on his cheek. Confused, he reached out and touched it. Clink! A pile of gold coins appeared out of thin air on the sink. George thought he was dreaming. To test it, he pressed the mole again. Clink! More gold coins instantly appeared. Realizing he had struck a gold mine, George burst into laughter. He began pressing the mole over and over, watching the endless stream of coins pile up. Soon, he was completely consumed by greed. As the room filled with small mountains of gold, a new, larger mole suddenly appeared on George's forehead. Blinded by wealth, George believed this new mole would bring even more fortune. Without hesitation, he pressed it, but to his shock, all the gold coins in the room vanished instantly. Panicked, George frantically pressed the original mole. When the coins began reappearing and filled the room again, he finally calmed down. But then, another mole appeared, this time on the tip of his nose. What could this one do? George hesitated, then pressed it. Suddenly, an ugly patch of facial hair sprouted from his face. He tried shaving, but it wouldn't come off. Greasy, messy hair grew on his forehead. Even his height shrank. George couldn't bear living in such an ugly form, so he pressed the mole on his forehead again. In an instant, the gold vanished, but his body returned to normal. The hair and mustache disappeared, and his height was restored. Now the first red mole still remained, but the reset mole was gone. George curled up under the sink, trembling in despair. He couldn't accept staying poor, but he also feared becoming hideous again. In the end, George pressed the red mole once more. But what happened next? We may never know.